Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
But you love me for my twang.
That's right, it is Twangin' Tuesday, and on this day I like to feature country music artists on the channel, past, present, or future. Now, you guys stop giving me suggestions. I understand the song Wait in the Truck by Hardy is like a flash of lightning and everybody's liking it and everybody's reacting to it, and you know, I got some viewership out of that. But I still want you guys to help me with this journey through country music. You know, I have only references from the 70s and 80s and a little bit into the 90s, but not this new country. So I would like for you guys to help me along on this journey. Also, you know, there are certain videos that it won't allow me to play, and I would end up just having to play the lyrics version. And, you know, that limits me a lot because I want to see what the person looks like when they're singing. So there is that issue as well. This first one, I don't know if there's a video. There's a video for it, and there's 7.6 million views of this video in 2 weeks. And this is from a group called Titty Bingo.
That's right, I said it.
Titty Bingo. And the song is called Shadow Man. And again, it's only 2 weeks old. Evidently, it's country. I guess when I looked up this group, because there's nothing on Google about it. I had to go to the band's actual site. So it says, Titty Bingo is a Texas-based garage band started in 1988 in Austin on Lake Travis. Wow. So they started the year after I graduated from high school. So I would gather to say that these guys are around my age if they started up around that time frame. It says Derek O'Brien joined in 1989 and Steve Bailey joined on the bass in 1993. Their music is blues-based rock, country, and acoustic mixture of songs. The band has many influences, but Willie Nelson has been a major figure and teacher for many years. Fred is Willie's nephew and worked for him throughout the 70s. The band rarely plays live gigs. Oh, their first was the 1994 Farm Aid and at the Superdome in New Orleans. So these guys have played on the big stage, Farm Aid of all places. I've heard of Farm Aid. If you lived in the 80s, you had to have heard of Farm Aid and then into the 90s. This will be pretty cool, I hope. If you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like. The like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. And I don't know if I said this, that I'm wearing my jelly roll type of shirt with the short sleeves, but it's the plaid and it's kind of oversized, and you know, figured I'd do something. And I owned it already. It's not like I got it because of jelly roll. So, without any further ado, here is Titty Bingo and Shadow Man.
And here we go.
Hopelessness, it's a helpless life. I see you through your window, me, please, I say. You pretend not to hear me. Try and look away. Because we have no place to go. Guess I'll lay down on this road. Hope I'm okay till the dawn. No tears hit the floor when I'm gone. Senators and congressmen, I'm a person too. Sleeping under this bridge tonight, I'm not like you. We're tired, so poor, I'm hungry and afraid. The way you treat your neighbor, what's our scripture say? Because we have no place to go, the home you have we'll never know. All we ever hear is you want us gone. Anyone with a soul knows it's wrong. I'm a shadow man in a shadow life. Homelessness, it's a helpless life. No tears for tomorrow, lost yesterday. Dreams and sorrow, living day to day. Because we have no place to go, guess I'll lay down on this road. Hope I'm okay till the dawn. No tears hit the floor when I'm gone. With the soul knows it's wrong. No tears hit the floor when I'm gone.
Okay, so that is Shadow Man, which is a reference to somebody who is homeless, living in the shadows. Nobody really wants to look at them. They just want to go about their lives and not have any type of reminder of how life can be to some people. You know, there are those out there who think people are homeless, and that's a choice. And not every single time that somebody is homeless, that's a choice. Not every single time that somebody is homeless is because of drugs. You know, many things can happen to make you homeless. You know, there are certain times that I feel like I could be a paycheck away from being homeless, yet I have the ability to still work, and I have the ability to work from home. But if you're homeless, even if you got that ability, you don't have a home to work from. So, you know, I feel fortunate in, you know, my particular situation. And maybe that's why this song has so many views in such a short period of time. This is the time of the year that everybody seems to want to give. And I don't mind that people give. It's the reason why they give, and it's to give to make themselves feel better, like I'm doing something. And in a sense, you know what? You are doing something. But, you know, if you can give at Christmas, you can give at other times of the year. That's maybe what I'm probably more getting toward too, or what I'm trying to get, you know, say, is that it shouldn't just be at Christmas time. It shouldn't just be this time of the year that people feel like they want to be nice, or they want to do good, or they want to volunteer. If you're doing the volunteering, it should be something that you do more than just at Christmas and Thanksgiving. That isn't just the only time that people who are in need are hungry, are needing something. And I'm not the biggest volunteer person because I'm not able to, be out there and stand and do certain things, and I definitely don't have the scratch to do so, to give like I would like to give. But if I have the opportunity, I do. I live in an area of town where, it's low income, yet there are a lot of homeless people on the corners, and yet, this might be one of those things to where, people get jaded, is that you will see somebody who's homeless on one particular corner, which I did recently, and then I was like 5 miles away somewhere else in town, and I saw the same exact homeless person in another area of town. And I'm like, well, how did you get here? And how are you getting here? And then later on that afternoon, when I was back at my neighborhood, that person was there. And I was thinking to myself, okay, this guy's evidently got some wheels somewhere, because, nobody just picks up a homeless person and drives them, 5 miles away and lets them out and puts them on another corner. That's something a pimp would do. Now, like I said, there are people out there that give just, and it's already a bad name as it is to be homeless, but you give other homeless people a bad name when that is when you're doing that to get a job. When I first moved here to Columbus, they did a news report where they showed this guy who was on campus and he was panhandling, and they had undercover cameras somewhere, and then later on they followed the person leaving, and they went to a Mercedes, took off all the garb that they were wearing, hopped into a Mercedes, and drove off. And it was like this was this person's way of getting money. And especially on campus, Ohio State campus, where most of those kids that are going there are on mommy and daddy's dime, and mommy and daddy always give them money, to eat and to go out and to party and do all these other things. And, it's just a breeding ground for giving. Because there is all that disposable money that these kids have. So it was just one side of the street, and it's called High Street. One side of the street it was the actual campus, and then the other side of the street were all these businesses, all these bars and restaurants and things like that, and fast foods and ATMs and things like that. And these guys used to hang out at the ATM waiting for some kid to get some money to go get a tattoo or go get some KFC or whatever. And of course, you can't sit there and look at them after you just pull money out of an ATM and get ready to walk into a KFC or a McDonald's and not have some type of heart and give them something. Now, nowadays, people don't carry cash anymore, so it's not something that's, you can do readily. But I get it. I support the song. Although I can only think of this time of the year as a reason why this song has so many views. I can't see this song really being something that is popular or something that would make the charts or anything like that. I'm not hating on the group. It's just the music sounds like, it's a cross between Buckwheat Zydeco and something like that. And the guy has that voice that sounds like it's a Willie Nelson, but maybe just a younger version. A Willie Nelson maybe mixed with a little Bob Dylan. It's not the most radio-friendly popular song. They also sound like they're from the 90s. And, when I lived on campus at Ohio State, you had all these bands that would come in, and they all had this certain sound, like they were garage bands, before Hootie and the Blowfish blew up, and Dave Matthews and whatever. There was this sound that was happening in and around campuses, and this sounds exactly like that. And that doesn't even sound like, the music progressed, it sounds like it's stuck right there. And I think about it, and sometimes you listen to a band and you see them progress, and then they start doing, a new style of music, and you're like, man, if they just played the way they used to play. And I guess this band is just like, okay, we're just gonna continue to play like we used to play. That's what this sounds like to me. Don't hate on me, I'm just giving my opinion. If you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.